Hi Diane, it's Anne Marie. Hey, I have finished the scrapbook for your grandson, and I'm so excited. It came out really, really cute. I'm hoping you like it as much as I do. When you and I spoke on the phone about this, you mentioned that you didn't like flowers. Um, you like the colors of blue. You like the rainbow colors, and you liked aqua. Well, I found a fantastic paper line that has blue and aqua. As I know this won't really mean anything to you, but this is a paper line I use. It's called Rockabye Baby from a company called Cartabella. So you can see each one of these pages here, sorry for the glare, was inside this, it's called a collection. And there were some of these little, I call them cut aparts. There was, I'm sorry, over here, there was a sheet I call the sticker sheet. So I used quite a bit of paper. I used all the paper that was in this pack. Here is some chipboard pieces. I only have very few leftovers. I also used two, or actually 1.5 of, this is a smaller version of the bigger version paper I just showed you. It's called a 6x6 paper pad, and it's the exact same papers. So there's a navy blue, there's Old MacDonald and Humpty Dumpty, and you'll see how I use them. And then just really, really cute. I love a stripe. So anyway, let me jump in and show you real quickly. On the front, it says special delivery with a stork. I thought he was adorable. It says sweet baby boy. Now it's showing up more greenish, but it's actually like a lighter bluish green aqua color. And over here it says gift from above. Then I just added some seam binding. This is actually more of an aqua color. It looks kind of blue on my screen, but it's aqua, and this is a yellow greenish color ribbon here. And then I put a, you can see some of the red. It's actually my camera, the red light on my camera is reflecting on this big rhinestone. And over here I have some lace. Didn't want to use too much lace since it's for a boy. It's a little heart-shaped, but I thought it was just enough of a touch. Then I put some blue rhinestones here underneath, or on top of, some aqua colored ribbon. So there is the front. Oh, let me tell you, so this is actually pretty large for a mini album. It is 7¼ inches wide, and it is 9 inches high. There you can see the view from the very top. You can see the pages. And over here is the spine. And I thought this was adorable. It says twinkle, twinkle, little star. And, oops, and that is the back. I like to keep the back, you know, I don't want too much embellishment on the back because when you lay the book down, things can get torn off and broken. So, oh, sorry, and here is the view from the right side. And I put a simple ribbon closure on it. As you can see, I left enough room so that once the pictures are added, you know, the book won't end up looking like this and what I call like a crocodile, you know, so it'll actually lay nice and flat. Oh, and by the way, I went through and I counted on each one of the pages and the flaps and the tags and things. You should be able to get about 90 to 95 photos in here, depending on what size photos you use. All right, so here, if we open it up, I absolutely loved this collection. I just love making baby boy books. They're so sweet. So here, just a little pop-up, it's not quite a sticker, but it just says welcome, and I added some yellow pearls to it. And here, this right here is called a waterfall, and you'll see it in a minute. So this is the inside left cover. If you hear that, I use a lot of magnets to kind of hold all the papers and the pages in place. So you're just going to lift that up. This, I don't know if you could tell on the camera, but this is actually embossed where the words are actually sticking up. I ran this through a little machine that I have with an embossing folder. It just says boy and special delivery. you know, all the good stuff. Bundle of Joy, Sweet Baby, Newborn Baby, Handsome Miracle. And then there's the inside of that. So then there's this one. It has Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, and it says, you know, all sorts of little one. It's a boy. So you would place a photo right here, or you could do two smaller photos. It's up to you. Then over here, it says Sweet Dreams, and you actually, whoops, I just have this piece of scrap paper here. You can slide the photo right underneath that. You don't necessarily have to glue it in place or anything, but you can. So the photo, this is a little large, but the photo will slide right in there. I just think it's adorable. Okay, and then you have this one with the little lamb. Again, I left it open so you could slide the photo right underneath. And this is a really, really nice navy color with some aqua going through it. This one says Sweet Baby Boy. And here's another page. It says I love you to the moon and back. Another thing that I like, one thing I like more than stripes is plaid. So this is beautiful. And then there's a little banner here that says you are loved, little one. And here's another flap in the waterfall, and it says newborn. And then this one says and the cow jumped over the moon. And so you see how it all kind of just, they all just kind of lay, oops, in a waterfall pattern. And then this is another one of these big tags. This is the bottom or the end of the waterfall where you could put a photo here, and you can write some journaling on here, or your daughter or whomever is going to do that. You know, some stories about the photos that are actually on the tags. And then this is a tag. It says sometimes the smallest things take up the most room in our heart. And then you could put a photo on the back, or you could journal on the back of that, and that just lives right underneath that little banner. And again, that just closes and everything stays nice and tidy. And then once you put all the photos in there, the magnets are strong enough that it'll hold it closed. All right, so page 1. Again, this is the little bottle I thought was really cute. I used a punch on a lot of the edges of the pages. You can see that. It's actually a punch called Bubbles. It just gives that extra little embellishment to the paper. So here you have, I'll try to show this to you. You have a little collage of all these little baby things. You know, there's a stork and a hot air balloon, a rocking horse, a little elephant, and down here it says our little man. And then I left the back sides of these blank so that you can either put another photo or you can put some journaling about whatever's going on in the photo on the front side. But if you want to do 2 photos, so right there, there's two photos there. Here's another one this page is a little bit bigger than the previous page. It says new arrival. And then, so there's four photos right there. Then here, you have a little belly band, or what's called a belly band. And that's another little piece of chipboard that says special delivery. Then on this one, Baby Mine, I thought that was very cute. I made it into a little booklet, so that would be the front, and then you could put some photos and journaling on the inside, so you could fit 3, at least 3 of the larger 4x6 photos on there, and then that just slides right back inside there, and magnet holds it shut. Alright, so then we go over to the next page, and this is more of a vertical pocket type of a page. It says Dream Big, Little One. You can put 2 smaller photos or 1 large photo there. And that opens up here. And there's a little pocket, it says Sweet Bundle of Joy. And this is what I meant when I said there was a cut apart. This is 3 inches by 4 inches. And, I'm sorry, 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. The cute little hot air balloon, it says, don't just fly, soar. And then you can put a photo on the back. You can also put a photo or two right here. And then that just tucks away right there. And over here you have another pocket. But I put a what's called a chipboard embellishment. It says Rockabye Baby. I made a little tuck away spot. Here's a tag. I'm sure you could tell it's a yellow tag. And it has like a midnight blue background with yellow stars. Super, super cute. And that just, I'm sorry, you can put a photo there and journal on the back, or two photos. You can also put a photo here. And then that just tucks right inside there. And so there's another pocket. This one, oops, this one says Rockabye Baby. And then you could put a photo and some journaling on the back of that. And here's a bundle of joy. And that's a little booklet. Again, you can photo or journal, or both. And they just hide away right inside there. And then this closes right back up. So all that together, what I just showed you, is one page. And you have 5 of these sections, or pages, if you want to call that. So on to page 2. You can see that it's kind of involved. This is the front of page 2. It is a flap page. Let me just pull this down a little. And here's another Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. I popped it up on some foam dots to kind of give it a little bit of dimension. This flaps up while this side, while this part flaps down. Look at the top, I left white, blank, so that you could do journaling, but you could also put photos on there. And by the way, there is a magnet underneath this little circle that, again, will hold all that nice and keep it closed and keep it nice and tidy. And so here's the bottom flap. I added another embellishment sticker and some stars. And inside here, there's a pocket. Cute little rocking horse says Rockabye Baby. And then this says Baby Boy. And everybody knows that's Humpty Dumpty. So I know you mentioned you didn't want to do flowers, but I used some almost gender neutral ribbon. By the way, in any of my mini albums, wherever you see ribbon, it usually means that it's a tag and you could pull it out. Okay? So then that closes up there. Oh, by the way, sorry, you can, underneath here, you can add another photo or you can journal in there. And there are 3 of the 5 pages also have one of these larger tags, and it's a heavyweight cardstock because it has to live inside that pocket page. So it's a little heavier weight. You could put a photo. You could fit, I think this is 7 inches. Yeah, it should be, let me measure that. This is 7.5 inches tall. So you could put 2 photos here, 2 larger photos, or you could do 4 smaller photos, however you wanted to do it. But as you can see, this one says, I love you to the moon and back. It has the cute little cow jumping over the moon. And then that just tucks away right back inside there. You can see I gave it that little decorative edge with the bubble punch. And it keeps it whimsical, but it's not, you know, baby girly or anything like that. So over here is another pocket page with a flap. So this is that same special delivery that's on the cover. It's just a little bit smaller. That flaps up. Look at that. That is so cute. And that flaps down. Again, there's a magnet holding that. So some room for a photo or journaling. This Sweet Dreams. And again, a photo with some journaling over here. And then the bottom flap, plenty of space for a large photo. And that tucks up and that flaps down. And then behind that, there is a large tag, or a pocket with a large tag. And it says, Welcome Home, Sweet Baby. You can't really tell on the screen, but I don't know if you can tell, but it has some dimension to it. So, yeah, And that just lives right there. And there's plenty of room there if you wanted to add some extra photos to store them. And then over here, this is just a little die cut. Okay, and see it's a top note shape. You can fit a photo here, and you can see that can live right in. You can put the photo down, and then you can do the journaling on the back of here, and then just tuck it right there so you have the story that goes along with that photo. All right, so this is a special kind of little page. So I have some ribbon holding it closed, and this one opens this way. So you can see there's more room for a photo, more, just a little piece of cardstock, little sticker that says gift from above, more room for a photo. You can put 2 photos here or a journal on both sides and just put that right back in there. And then, whoops, on this side you have Humpty Dumpty and then another little collage of little baby terms. And then it just closes up. And you just tie it. This is seam binding ribbon. Seam binding, actually, I don't think it's officially a ribbon. But it's meant to, right now it's really nice and smooth, but it's meant to actually get crinkled up and look a little bit wrinkled, but it depends on how you treat it. And by the way, here's another one of the tags. Look at the little baby elephant. He's so cute. And that tucks inside there. Again, you can see there's plenty of space, very easy to do. All right, in the back of that page, over here, there's also too, you'll see throughout the book, and again, I don't expect you to remember it all until you actually get it into your hands, but there's a bunch of these little enameled, what they're called enamel dots. They just give it a cute little decoration. So this little flap here holds this flap down with the magnet, so you can put a photo here. This says newborn baby, and then more room for another photo. And then there's a pocket here. It says baby boy, a little tag, and then it says sweet bundle of joy. And then this I made, oh, come on. I made into a little booklet. It says, any day spent with you is my favorite day. So today is my new favorite day. So there's room for 3 photos. 3 4x6 photos, by the way. And then that just tucks right back into that pocket. And again, you don't have to leave all these little tags and booklets where I have them. You put them wherever you want them. So then that's that pocket, and then that flaps open. Lots of flippy flappy pockets and stuff. So over here is the left hand side of page 3. It says love up here. It's in like a yellow acrylic sticker, and down here it says newborn. And huge room here. A 5x7 photo. Let me see. Yeah, that page is 8 by 6.5. So a 5x7 would fit there, or a couple of small photos. Over here, there's a little pocket. There's the Rockabye Baby on matted with some of actually this page over here, the cardstock. Then this one says, hey diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle, the cow jumped over the moon. The little dog laughed to see such fun, and the dish ran away with the spoon. That's a little bit different than the riddle I remember. But anyway, so that again just tucks right inside that little pocket, and the magnet holds it shut. So we come over here to page 4, the front of page 4, and again it's another one of those flap up and flap down pages, but they're smaller flaps. There is again some ribbon holding it closed. So this down here it says little one. Again, you can put a photo here, another little photo here. This flaps up and flaps down. Both flaps are the same. Then inside here, there's just a little die cut, and it says welcome baby boy. And what I try to do, like with whatever embellishment I'm using, that's why I try to keep the background paper. So you can see I have like the aqua color here, there's a navy and a yellow. So I went with 2 navies and a yellow to kind of offset everything. Everything goes together. So here's another one of those little booklets. And that just, I'm sorry, that fits inside this pocket. Then there's a small tag. And there's another small tag, and I added some ribbon to it. Okay, so then you just add that back in. And just tie a bow. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. Alright, then over here on this side is a pocket. Bundle of Joy. You can put a photo on the back. Then this is the Humpty Dumpty nursery rhyme. And then this one says, and the cow jumped over the moon, and I made it into a booklet with some yellow, mustardy yellow polka dotted cardstock. Right? So that they just tuck right inside there. Oops, come back. Okay. Then on the back side, so then here's sort of the reverse of that. Where's the tail? Come on. Okay, so again, it's just held closed by a ribbon. You can see here's a moon and a star. And over here it says boy. And they open up. Oops, wrong way. They just open up like that. And then here again there's the Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. And you can see there's the king's horses and the king's men. Then what happens is this page flaps up, and that, again, there's that same saying, any day spent with you is my favorite day. Plenty of space for journaling and another photo. And then there's just a little bundle of joy. I'll just tuck that right back in there. And down here is another pocket. You can see I trimmed it out again with that Bubbles border punch. So here's a little journaling card. And then this is just a little decorative. This is it's a journaling card, but it's a 4x6. And then this, the white part is actually, the mat is actually 5 3/4. So there's plenty of room. You can actually journal down here, and then another photo and journal on the back. And that just tucks, oops, that tucks inside there like that. There's a magnet in there to hold it all tight again. And you just tie some bows. And then I left plenty of space, depending on, you know, what you actually put inside. There's plenty of room for the ribbon to expand if you need it. Okay, and then we come to the last page. This is a triple pocket page. It's hard to see it right now, but so here's a little pocket. And this one says, welcome baby boy. Oh, that's a little baby deer, I think. There's the little booklet that tucks right inside there. Then you have this one, a white enamel dot and some ribbon. And there's that little cute baby elephant. Again, a photo goes on the back. And here's the second pocket. This has a twinkle twinkle little star. Oops, come on. And then you can put photos in here, or in a photo on the back. This one's 3 little pigs, with room for a photo and journaling on the back. And they just tuck inside there, and then way up at the top is another pocket, and it has the Humpty Dumpty phrase, rhyme on it. And that's on some aqua paper. It's hard for you to see because it looks like it might be. Actually, it looks like clouds. It's really pretty. So that tucks back in there. Again, each one of these pockets has some room for some more photos. And then here is the last large tag with a little banner that says love. Okay, and then the very last page has 2 flaps. It says 3 little pigs. And then you could put a 4x6 photo here. And also here. Then there are 3 tags in this pocket. You could put some photos here and maybe 2 smaller ones here if you'd like. There's a constellation. Is that the Big Dipper? I'm not sure. But you can put a photo on the back. This little onesie says little one. And there's Bundle of Joy. So I think I had it set up like this. And again, magnets hold everything into place. And here is another waterfall, where on the front of the book it was more of a horizontal waterfall, or vertical waterfall. This one's a horizontal waterfall. So here, the little, what is this called? Strap, whatever, holds it shut with some magnets. So you can see I put, I don't know if you can see it, it says boy. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 flaps. So the back of each one I left white so that for journaling, or you could put another photo. Then you also have this extra little strip here. This is about 1/2 inch wide. That's a good spot for putting journaling and dates and, you know, a short explanation of the photo. So just a little tip for you. And then that flaps up, and that one's yellow. This one says, "You are loved, little one," and there's a couple of those little enamel dots. This one says, "Love you always." And again, they're left open so that the photo can just slide right underneath it. There's that little collage. There's that one page where it had Old MacDonald Had a Farm and then the Humpty Dumpty. I thought that was cute. There's that navy blue quilting. And the photo goes right underneath that. And then I Love You to the Moon and Back. The photo slips under. And then underneath, there's a piece of chipboard, and there's a I Love You to the Moon and Back with room for a photo, and you could do some journaling here. And again, as you see, the backs of all these, I used a white, a mustard yellow, and aqua. It really complements the color scheme in the paper collection. And one thing that I didn't say is the base, or the guts of the book, as you can see, is all white. And then on the inside over here, I used the background paper as an aqua color. So that's the mini album. It's not so mini. And then what I do, it's going to be hard for you to see. Again, I left plenty of room for expansion. Once you put the photos in, you'll be surprised. You think it's only paper, but yeah, you'll have quite a bit of expansion, but there's plenty of room. Try to take that all into consideration when I'm designing these. So there, it holds it all nice and tight, nice and closed. So that's the baby book in the blue and aqua. There's some yellow and some green. Love that Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. So I hope you like it. I'm actually going to, well, you'll know once you get it, but I'm going to actually send you the link. It'll be a private YouTube link. Only you will see this. I'll give you a password. And you can take a look, and then you want to give me a call, and we can talk about maybe meeting up, since you're just right down you're just in Forest Hills. You're on my side of the tunnel. Maybe we can meet up and have some coffee, and I can give you the book and take care of business. All right. So thank you so much, Diane. This was so fun to make. After I made 5 baby girl books. This was so fun. So very fun. So take care, and I hope to hear from you soon. Thanks. Bye.